Court is back in session in two cases. First case is cause number 323-254. Second case is cause number 323-734. And both cases are style the state of Texas versus Denisha Deshawn Zetar. Ms. Zetar, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Zetar, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Zetar, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zetar, you may put your hand down. Again, Ms. Zetar, how are you doing? You doing fine? Now, Ms. Zetar, you have a right to have a record in this case. And what I mean by a record, you have a right to have a court reporter dictate everything that's being said, or you can waive or give up that right to have a record. Do you waive the record? I'm just asking, do you want somebody to type what we're being said? Or,
Yes, sir.
okay, so you're waiving the record.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Zetar, I have before me two documents. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. Ms. Zetar, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line stating you want to waive your right to attorney to represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
Also, Ms. Zetar, I have before me another document. This document is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Ms. Zetar, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Zetar, is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zetar, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did you read the document? And did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Zetar, I also have before me a document that is titled Motion to Revoke Probation. In this document, it alleges that on January 28th of 2020, that you were found guilty for the offense of possession of marijuana, which is a Class B misdemeanor, and your punishment was assessed at 90 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail, and you did not have to pay a fine. This jail time, or the confinement portion of this offense, was probated for a period of 18 months. And this is in cause number 323-254. And on June 10th of 2020, Jefferson County District Attorney's Office filed a motion to revoke your probation. In this, I was just looking at here, we don't, she just fees. We don't normally revoke
Failure to report should be the allegation number one, Judge.
payment of fees is number one. Pay fees, that's number one. What else? Yep, that's number one. Community services, wait up, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, it is. I was looking at the wrong one. There's 4 allegations on this motion to revoke. Now, state, are you abandoning allegations 2, 3, and 4?
That's correct, Judge.
Now, Ms. Zetar, there are 4 allegations in this motion. However, the state will be abandoning 3 allegations. Those allegations are allegation 2, 3, and 4. In essence, they're not going to proceed to revoke your probation on those allegations. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The state will be proceeding on allegation number 1, and I will read to you allegation number 1. Allegation number 1 alleges that you, Denisha Deshawn Zetar, failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office as ordered by the court on March 11 of 2020, April 8 of 2020, May 1st of 2020, as directed in violation of condition 4 of your probation order. Ms. Zetar, do you understand what is alleged in this violation
Yes, sir.
or in this allegation?
Yes, sir.
Is that true or not true?
True.
True. Now, are you pleading true to allegation number one freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true because it is true?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zitor, I also have before me a document that is titled the misdemeanor plea admonishments on it's not doing it. Let me just have some computer problem right now. Okay. Having some problems trying to open it up. There we go. Okay, now, Ms. Zitar, I have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishments. Ms. Zitar, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Ms. Zitar, there's a set of initials DZ that are printed on the line next to a box that's checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation, true to allegation number one. Ms. Zitar, are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to get this to it on the discovery admonishment. It states that I do not request discovery of the evidence, and I waive my right to discovery of the evidence in this case and choose to enter a plea. And where it has guilty and no contest, I'm gonna put a plea of true. Put my initials right here. Now, she has to put her initials where she has that X. She got erase that X and put her initials right there. Thank you. Okay, now, Miss Zitar, are these your initials on this line stating that you want to waive your right to discovery and enter a plea true to this allegation?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Zitar, on the next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant? And there are two boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The second box states that you're waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Zitar, prior to signing and initialing these documents that I've just mentioned to you, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir. I did.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zitar, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
It's to a state office, states one.
Ms. Zitar, the state is offering State's Exhibit number 1 be used against you as evidence in this case. State's exhibit number one is this document that has the box checked where it says MTRP, motion to revoke probation. This is the same document that on page 2, you acknowledge that those were your initials on the line stating that you're pleading true to allegation number 1 of the motion to revoke probation, and that and your initials on the line under the discovery admonishment acknowledging that you're waiving your right to discovery, in this case, an entering a plea of truth.
Yes, sir.
And this is the same document that have your signature on page 3. Now, the state would like to use this document as evidence against you in your case. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no objection. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Ms. Zetor, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial? Do you have any mental problems? Do you understand what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you don't have no mental problems that are affecting your ability to understand what's going on, the nature of the charges against you, right, and the consequences of your plea. Okay. Now, Ms. Zetor, I will accept the plea of true to allegation number 1. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of true and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of true to the first allegation, or allegation number 1, the state is recommending that the court revoke her probation, reform the judgment, and sentence her to 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Also, part of our agreement is to dismiss the companion case that appears in cause number 323-734.
Okay, I see in the judgment that she getting 30 days, sir.
Exactly, Judge. I neglected to mention that this is intended to be a time served offer, giving her credit for 30 days that she's already spent in jail, and also using that jail credit to tax and retire any court costs and fines.
Okay, Ms. Zetor, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to spend any more time in the Jefferson County Jail in this case, because you've already spent 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case, Ms. Zetor, is $67, but you will not be required to pay the $67 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court cost will be taxed and retired. Ms. Zetor, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And let me back up. The state also will be dismissing cause number 323-734. Now, Ms. Zetor, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zetor, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Zetor, this will conclude your case. You're going to stand on the X in front of our court clerk and follow her directions. And before you leave, we're going to give you a copy of the dismissal in cause number 323-734.
Can you write them in the blue square? All right. In just a minute, you'll get your other document, your paper right there showing credit for time served. She'll give you your dismissal on the other case in just a minute.
Yeah, it'll be a few seconds because I'm signing it right now.
No problem.
And Ms. Zetor, once you get your paperwork, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. This concludes the calling of the court's announcement docket and the arraignment and the motion to revoke probation docket. Both dockets are scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's day. of April 29th of 2022 in Jefferson County Court at Law number 2. Judge